everyone, greetings. I find it to be an extremely humbling opportunity to talk to you through this medium, through my channel, Learning with Dr. Poornima George. Today we are going to take up two sets of homophones and a word or two which are similar sounding to the first set of homophone. Before we embark onto the journey, if you are still not a subscriber to my channel, please do subscribe and like and share the videos so that they reach everybody and everybody gets benefited. You can find these videos on my Facebook page Poornima George and on my Instagram handle George Poornima. Come, let's learn together. The first word for today's session is P-O-U-R, pour, which can be used as a verb as well as a noun. Mainly it is used as a verb. The meaning of the word pour, pour as a verb is to cause a liquid to flow from a container to another container. It can be from a larger container to a smaller container or a smaller container to a larger container to make a liquid flow. For example, the little girl is pouring oil in the earthen lamps. Well, this is the season of Deepavali and you may be finding girls and women and even sometimes, men pouring oil into the earthen lamps to decorate their homes. My little boy loves to pour water into the bucket. Like you may find young children playing with, water, pouring it here and there. That is pour. Make the liquid flow from one container to another container. The word pour can be used to mean to express emotion as if in a steam. For example, Revati poured out her heart to Riddhi when she consoled her. That means Revati just went on expressing everything that she's been feeling to this lady here called Riddhi. Pour out her heart, tell everything without stopping. That is the meaning, telling everything. Another interesting way in which the word pour is used is to mean hard rain. For example, if it is raining heavily, you can say it's pouring outside. When you say it's pouring outside, it means the rain is incessant and it is the rain is heavily pouring. It is a heavy rain and it's been happening for a longer duration of time. It's not that it just came, it drizzled for a while and there's no rain again. It's not like that. It's been pouring. Pouring means as if somebody is flowing water from up, that is what the meaning is all about. It's pouring outside. One more interesting way in which the word pour can be used is to mean large crowd or large number of people or any animals or insects, coming to a certain place or going through a certain place. For example, the little turtles poured onto the beach through every creek. What does that mean? That means these turtles, which are very tiny here in this case, are coming onto the beach. They are pouring onto the beach. They are coming as if somebody is flowing them onto the beach in huge numbers, in large numbers. Another example let me give you. When there was a small tremor, the people poured out onto the road. Do you remember the times when it was a Latur earthquake? I think some of you were still not born. Ask about it to your parents. When it happened, people came out of their homes. They poured out of their homes because it was tremoring. The earth had tremors and then there was a possibility that the buildings may collapse. Therefore, people poured onto the road. This is how we can make use of the word pour. The homophone of pour is pour. The spelling is P-O-R-E, pour. P-O-R-E, pour means, it's usually used as a noun. It means tiny spaces or openings, especially on skin. Let me give you an example. We sweat because of the pores in our skin. Do you understand that? We sweat because of the pores in our skin. This was the meaning of pore as a noun. The word pour as a verb has altogether a different meaning. To pour means to work meticulously on something. For example, Navita pored over the books the whole night. That means she worked over the books and then studied repeatedly again and again the whole night. That is what the meaning of the word pore, pour as a verb is. There are two more words which are almost similar. They are not exactly the homophones, but they have the similar kind of spelling and they have a bit of similarity in pronunciation, not in the meaning. They are P-O-O-R, poor, and P-U-R-R, pur. Let us look into the words. P-O-O-R should be pronounced as poor. It is an adjective. This is mainly an adjective. One important meaning of the word poor is to mean to have or to with no or extremely less money or possessions in comparison with one's own contemporaries. For example, the poor need only food and shelter. Or another example, he takes care of the poor in his locality. So these examples do tell you that how the word poor can be used. One more interesting way in which the word poor can be used is to mean quality. For example, we wasted all our money and time because the performance was of poor quality, or the sound quality was very poor. That means the sound quality of that performance or of that concert was not good or was not up to the mark. It was very squeaky, or people didn't hear it properly, so poor quality. This is how you can make use of the word poor. Now let's come on to the word pur. P-U-R-R, pur. It actually can be used as a noun as well as a verb. Pur means the sound which is usually made by a cat when you caress it. That is the sound made by the cat. It can be used as a noun as well as a verb. Let's see how we make use of it. The Vidushak's kitten purred as he caressed her. That is, when you take a cat and caress it, it makes that purring sound, That is what is purr. To give you another example, the purring of the engine could be heard from far. That is, when you start an engine, the sound that it makes could be heard from far. That is what this sentence is talking about. So, purring of the engine. Another set of homophones that we are going to use today are price and price. P-R-I-C-E should be pronounced as price, price, which can be used as a verb as well as a noun. Let's see how to make use of it. P-R-I-C-E, price, means a cost required to get possession of something. For example, Manish Malhotra prices his clothing at a very high range. That is, he gives a very high price, or he gives away his clothes at a very high price. He prices his clothing at a very high range. So that is the cost you have to give to wear his clothes. In this sentence, I have used word price as a verb. Can you ever price the kind of services that she gives? Which means you can never give the right kind of, cost to the services that she has provided. So this is what this sentence means. This is how you can make use of the word price, price, as a verb. Now let's use the word price as a noun. The prices of diesel and petrol are rising with each day. Or this is the price I had to pay to learn about life. So in these two cases, we are talking about the cost one had to pay or one had to give to get something or to learn something. Now let's look into the word prize, prize. It should be pronounced as prize. The first one had to be pronounced with the s pronunciation at the end, but this one has to be pronounced with a z pronunciation, prize. It has many usages as a noun. Prize means something obtained by capturing someone or something, or by seizing something from someone. For example, the king got Kohinoor as a prize. So it has some negative meaning here. But it also has a positive meaning. That means to say something, some reward or some kind of award being received for the incessant work or constant efforts. For example, the girl got a huge prize for her performance. Or my sister has a shelf full of prizes. So with this lovely note of prize, let us end this video. But before leaving you, I would want you to know, where do the small turtles come onto the seashore? Which is that land where the sea turtles, turtles come onto the seashore, they pour onto the seashore in huge numbers. So with that question, I'm going to leave you. Till I meet you again next time, do take care of yourselves and spread knowledge and happiness by sharing my video. This is Dr. Poornima George taking leave of you.